Hello and welcome to the Hellraiser blog. Please guys, if you enjoyed today's blog, hit the subscribe button. Love growing the channel and the Hellraiser boxing YouTube family. Okay, I've just been watching Mikey Garcia against Errol Spence. Obviously, well, at least we predicted it right. Got the result right with Errol Spence. Although I actually thought Spence would stop him. I wasn't exactly disappointed that he didn't go flat out for the stoppage. Because I thought after the beating that Garcia took, he deserved to see the final bell. But I did think Errol Spence could have pushed more and applied more pressure. I mean, even like if you think the last 20 odd seconds of the fight, they have like the little knocking on the ring to sort of let them know that there's 10 seconds left. He didn't throw one shot in the last 10 seconds, and I think that was symbolic in that it showed that Spence was just happy to get the win. He wasn't bothered about knocking him out. I'd have liked Spence to sort of maybe apply himself a bit more, because that was the new challenge once it was so obvious that he was going to win so easy, rather than just coast it. Oh, he didn't exactly coast it. I mean, look, he was well outboxing and outworking Spence, and at the end of the day, why take risks that you don't need to? But I mean, he's on a long run of stoppages, Errol Spence, and I thought, right, he could have pushed to keep it going, because he was actually outboxing Garcia so clearly. From Garcia's point of view, I mean, the only thing that I could think why he's taken the fight could be because he must have, or his team, they must have seen something. But I remember a long while back, his brother Robert, his coach, saying that that's a fight we probably wouldn't be interested in because of the size difference, which I mean would be totally, there's no, I mean, I wouldn't see anything wrong with that. Maybe it's a case of a fighter believing too much in you get these guys when they go up to that level, there's all press releases going out all the time. There's a whole sort of PR machine around them saying how wonderful they are, how they're sort of unstoppable. And maybe he read too many of those press releases, because he may well have thought he saw something, but whatever it was he saw, he didn't show that, he didn't manifest that in the fight. I mean, he just took a beating. He just went in, and there's nothing wrong with getting a beating by Errol Spence. That guy can really fight, and he can really box. But to go as high as he's gone, as Mikey Garcia's gone, and it felt, I mentioned it in the first blog, but it felt a bit like Kell Brook going in against Gennady Golovkin. You saw the fight, and I felt like he's selling out. But with Kell Brook, I could sort of understand why, because Kell Brook's options were limited. The big fights weren't getting made. Boxing training's very demanding. Do you want to be doing that on a day-to-day basis and not earning any money out of it? Of course not. He wanted, guys want to go out there. They want to fight on the big events. They want to prove themselves and test themselves. But to me, it felt like when Kell Brook finally took his massive fight against Golovkin, it was just way too much, and there was shades of that in this fight. Garcia couldn't compete at any point really in the fight. I mean, from 3 rounds on, it was just one-sided. Errol Spence showed himself to be what he is, a very special fighter. He had a problem for every solution that Garcia found. He just was one step ahead, and from very early on in the fight, he managed to put Garcia in a situation where Garcia had to gamble. Garcia had to take the chances, had to concede, and it forced him to box in a way that actually made it easier for Spence, where he ended up sort of getting done to him what he just got walked down. Spence just seemed to be ahead of him the whole way. And really, you'd expect that because of the amount of weight, natural weight that there was between them. And I'm not sure what weight they were when they got in the ring, but I mean, Garcia. I mean, mentally, it makes you think like, why? I mean, well, he obviously believed. He thought that he saw that whatever it was that he saw he could do, or that he thought that he could exploit in Errol Spence, it didn't happen, and that was an easy win in the end for Errol Spence. Now we have to look forward to Errol Spence. Who's he going to go and fight next? MIKEY GARCIA, I think he needs to go back down in weight. I think that was far too much. It was evident that it was too much for him to go up in one go, and I think most people would say from the start, of course, that's going to be very tricky. I mean, look, other fighters have done it before. We've seen, the legends of the ring, Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson. These guys, Tommy Hearns, they went up through the weights. Well, Garcia attempted it. You can't question his heart, and you can't question his ambition. But I mean, Errol Spence and MIKEY GARCIA could fight 100 times. I wouldn't see MIKEY GARCIA winning one. It wasn't down to the luck of the draw, that fight. That was down to just one guy being too strong and too skillful for the other. So well done, Errol Spence. Look forward to seeing you again in future. And if you want to join the YouTube Hellraiser family, hit the subscribe button, and there'll be plenty more future blogs for you to watch. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye bye.